Hi, my name is Thomas Wang, and today I'm here to just talk about my middle school experience with band class, which is all just like instruments and making music and all that stuff. And I think band personally for me was fun, and I highly recommend at least trying it out, which a lot of my friends, that's what they did. People, at least in my school, they try it out in their first year, not because they want to, but mainly because it's been known as an easy class, at least for the first year, because it's all the basics, especially if you have prior music or prior knowledge with music beforehand. Like all you have to know is knowing the instrument. You don't have to learn how to read music. So if you have prior knowledge with music already, band is like really easy in its first year. So I still recommend it to anyone who doesn't have any prior knowledge. It's still fun and generally easy. But I personally think it's also fun, interesting, and like engaging. So I recommend it. And if you don't like it, you can just drop out of it in the second year and take like a language, which is a lot what a lot of my friends did. And for me, I picked the trombone as my instrument, which is the one with the slide where you like have to move it. And it's not the buttons. That's what makes it unique. The trombone isn't like all the other instruments where you usually have to like press down your fingers on buttons. And in that way, I think it's like very interesting. I almost got I almost picked the French horn because we had an event where we tried out instruments for middle school, and like when we got to middle school, we pick depending on what we did good at during the event. And I did good on the French horn, so that's what I wanted to play. But apparently there were too many of those, so I switched to trombone, which is like my second best option. And at the time there were too many, but now there's only one in our whole band, so that's kind of ironic. But anyways, trombone is just a fun instrument. You kind of have to move around a little more, which you might think is tiring, which it kind of can be if you play it a lot, but if you just do some light playing, it's not really the most difficult. The most difficult thing with the trombone or all brass mouthpiece instruments are getting your mouth posture to play like higher and lower notes. That's the most important thing with like all the brass instruments, like the middle mouthpiece ones. And another instrument I play is also the tuba, which is the really big one that you have to like. It's like bigger than your like whole upper body, and I didn't initially want to play tuba, but now in eighth grade, I only just started playing it because apparently there weren't any tuba players, so I, the band director wanted me to try it and like try helping out the whole band in general. And I took up the offer, and now I just play tuba in one of my band classes. I play two band classes actually now. For one, I play trombone. That was the more challenging band class, and the other one is normal band class where I play the tuba. And tuba is the button. It's buttons like basically every other instrument except for trombone. It's been fun to learn. I think my brother played tuba at one point, and he apparently got bored of it. And I can see what he means now because actually a really easy instrument if you have like prior knowledge. Because I started playing tuba with 2 years of trombone experience, so I understood brass mouthpieces and I understood how to read music, so it was all just getting the mouth posture to like fit a bigger mouthpiece because it was bigger than the trombone, and trumpet is the smallest one. I don't know how anyone plays that. But tuba is fun. You play mostly low notes, and well, it can get kind of boring because you never play any of the important parts in the music. It's all like background, but overall, tuba is still a fun instrument to try. And another thing that I think makes my band experience really good is the band teacher. And I'm not sure if it was just me, but I think all band teachers are just generally funny. But mine, I think specifically, mine is just a lot better of a band teacher. He keeps everything light and like fun, so it's always like when you get to his class, you like it's a good time. And I think that's kind of how all band directors have to be because like you have to bring some spirit into the music. But my band teacher I think is really good. And overall, I've just enjoyed band in general in middle school, and I think I'll continue it into high school, which a lot of my friends aren't doing. But I think I have fun with it, and I'll continue with it. But overall, band was a fun experience, and I highly recommend trying it out. And if you don't like it, you can just do something else. So try it out. If you don't like it, you can try something else. And that's basically my whole band experience.